The UFC 249 is actually happening, okay, and Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje is the main event. Of course, Khabib can't travel to America, unfortunately, and he had to withdraw from the fight. And we can argue about whether the UFC 249 should happen, during this epidemic or not, right? That's a whole another subject, but let's see if the UFC 249 just go through, who have the more benefit. Okay, first of all, Justin Gaethje, of course, I think it take this fight 2 weeks notice, right? Basically 2 week or just more than 2 weeks. And if, of course, first of all, he gets paid, that's a big point. And then, of course, if somehow he managed to beat Tony Ferguson, think about that, he can potentially fighting one of the greatest fighters of all time, Khabib Nurmagomedov, when he comes back, from Ramadan, I think August or September. And he have the chance to take that 28-0 perfect record from Khabib. So that's the biggest advantage for Justin Gaethje, right? That's the biggest thing for Justin Gaethje. And of course, he gets to pay during Tony Ferguson fight, and Khabib versus Justin Gaethje going to be a massive pay-per-view, right? And if he loses, nothing. I think his stock will increase. The way he took the fight on short notice, and of course, it's not going to be a total domination by Tony Ferguson. I don't think it's going to be a total domination. So whatever it is, his stock will go up. And just think about it. Tony Ferguson, okay, he was already an interim champion, so now he is again fighting for an interim champion, right? So he have a chance to be the two-time interim champion of the world, right? So I don't know about his support system. I don't know about his management system, but they're just stupid. They're just stupid. They're just stupid. The UFC basically tricked Tony to taking this fight. He have nothing to gain here. He have everything to lose here. Just think he wins. He take this fight, he wins. He gets paid 200k, 300k. I don't know what his price is, and of course he have the definite match with Khabib, which is even if he didn't take the fight, it's going to be happen on August or September, right? And if he loses this fight, he will lose out on one of the biggest pay-per-view. Okay, he is gonna lose billions of dollars basically if he is gonna lose this fight, because then there is not going to be a Khabib fight for him, right? And the other thing is, I don't think he will ever get a chance at the title again. He will always be what's a nice word? He's going to be a gatekeeper per se, right? I'm not saying he's one of the greatest fighters but he's going to be one of the greatest fighters who never hold the real title, because I don't think if he get beaten by Justin Gaethje, he's ever gonna make to the title again, because of course there is that fight with Justin Gaethje. Khabib will be there, and then there is going to be Khabib versus McGregor there, and there is potentially going to be Khabib versus GSP there, or GSP, and you can mix this, whoever wins that fight, these fights. But there is going to be Tony Ferguson in the mix, because he lost to Justin Gaethje. So he's gonna be returned without holding a title or ever getting a chance to be the champion. Okay, so I don't know who advised him to take this fight, but and about his his management, his support system, they are just stupid. He is just stupid, as Khabib say. He's just a stupid guy, one of the greatest fighter, but he's just a stupid guy. Okay, and think about UFC. Okay, they everybody is out of business basically. So if they can pull off this fight, they're gonna make some money. They're gonna make some very good money, and if they can continue put up the fights, man, that's going to be a big plus. And if this fight, okay, if Justin Gaethje wins, first of all, okay, let's say Tony Ferguson wins, okay, of course, and they have that big pay-per-view match with Tony versus Khabib, which is, even it's not happening, it's going to be there. And if Justin Gaethje wins, think about that, okay, if Justin Gaethje wins, the only reason why Conor versus Khabib 2 didn't happen is because Khabib really wants that Tony fight. He said, no, Conor can wait, he need to fight another contender, and I need Tony. That's what Khabib said. So if Tony is out of the picture, maybe Justin Gaethje can wait. Nobody gonna complain if Justin Gaethje wait. No, the fans won't complain. Okay, but if Tony have to wait for the Khabib Conor match, it's not gonna happen because Khabib wants that fight and the fans want the fight. But if Justin Gaethje wins it, I think maybe people say, he can wait. Let's have the Khabib Conor rematch, maybe. So the big plus point for UFC is they want actually Justin Gaethje to win at this point, because of course, if Justin Gaethje wins, there is going to be a Khabib versus Conor match. Okay, I mean, next, maybe maybe they say, Justin Gaethje, just wait, we will have the Khabib Conor match and we can fight the winner. Okay, so they can make this massive, the biggest pay-per-view with Khabib versus McGregor. Gonna break all the pay-per-view records, all the gates, all the digital platform buys, all the TV deals. Okay, so that's they basically hit with a lottery there. They are going to be hit with a lottery there if Justin Gaethje wins. And Tony Ferguson, is just being stupid, took this fight, and I don't know, man. I don't know why he took this fight. He just in another world, in Khabib world, he's a great fighter, but he's just a stupid guy.